Bitch, money talk, I just check the stats.
If you want to see how I got this cute look, please stay tuned. Okay, so what's up YouTube? It's Jay. So today I'm just gonna show you like my regular everyday neutral soft glam makeup look that I typically do a lot. It's really simple. Don't really have to put on lashes. And I think it's cute. It comes out cute. I change it up a little bit, you know, whether I do, you know, my clear lip or, you know, my dark Fenty lipstick. So it kind of really depends, but it's all really simple. So as you can see, I've already done my brows. Can't really do that in camera, and I wasn't about to expose myself like that. So yeah, I filled them in already and cleaned them up with concealer. So I'm pretty much ready, and I prep my skin with my fave, my Mario Badescu spray. The cucumber one. I used to love the rose water one, but then I got this one and it feels so much better. Like, it makes your face feel calm. So since I'm already prepped, I'm just gonna go ahead and prime my skin. I'm just using my hangover primer, and I really like it. This is a good product. One thing about me is this is an expensive primer, so I would probably never actually buy the full size because it's way too expensive. But also, while I'm kind of doing this makeup look, I'm also gonna be looking up and down kind of my makeup's over here, but hopefully y'all are able to get a clear view of what I'm doing. And if not, like, I'll probably do another like more in-depth video of how I get my face together. So I put my primer on, and this is a really good primer. It makes my face sticky, and I feel like it keeps the makeup stuck on my face. So since I got that on, I'm gonna get my foundation, my Clinique foundation. Really like this foundation, and I love how it is applied. So most days I'm not really heavy with the foundation. Like, I know I have blemishes and stuff. Like, my face is not perfect at all. My skin is definitely not 100% clear. But I feel like when you put a lot of makeup on, you look cakey and it doesn't look natural anymore. And when it doesn't look natural, it's not cute. Now, I do go full coverage for things when I really want to look like a baddie, you know, prom and whatnot. But on a day-to-day basis, I don't put that much on. And I love the applicator. I don't have to get another brush to put it on. So I kind of just go like one streak everywhere first. And then I go back in and go on my problem areas. So like you see I have acne scars right on this side. So I'm just kind of making sure that's covered up. And with the foundation, I don't get too close to under eye because I'm already going to take care of that with concealer. So, you know, that's just me making sure nothing gets too cakey. And just really making sure that my blemishes are covered. So I think that's enough foundation for me. So now I'm going to use this brush. Shout out to Belle for getting me this little cute little brush. So I could like always have a little makeup brush set with me. But a key thing when you're blending your foundation is blend in circular motions and blend downward. If you've noticed, you know, your face has a lot of little hairs on it. And I know like some of my friends who are hairier, if you don't use the brush and do circular motions going downward, you can see a little, you know, fuzz sticking up, and it's because you're going against, you know, the grain of your hair. So like definitely go downwards. So I'm just gonna blend. So I'm gonna be quiet for a bit. And I also don't like to put too much makeup on my nose because, you know, see people and you can see all the little bumps on their nose. Not cute. So it's all makeup to me. It's all about the finesse, and it's not about really how much you put on. It's just how you finesse it. So just making sure everything is blended in. Try not to mess up my eyebrows. And pretty much all the products I used today came from Sephora, but like they're not super expensive to me, especially, you know, since I got a lot of this for like gifts, because, you know, people give me gift cards because all my family know makeup is my thing. So After I make sure everything's blended one time, I go back a second time with the same brush, making sure that everything is 100% blended, you know, no line of demarcations, blend to the neck, especially if you know your foundation is not a perfect match. And I'm just making sure everything is nice and blended, and I think I've done a pretty good job. So I'm just gonna look down in the mirror to make sure everything is pretty much straight, and I'm gonna go on my eyelid just so I can have like a more even tone, especially with people who have like raccoon eyes, like the eyes are darker than the rest of their face. Pro tip, gotta do it. So this is just the foundation on. So now I'm going with my favorite concealer ever, my Too Faced multi-use sculpting concealer. It's in the shade Chestnut. And I know I didn't say like all the shades in particular, like information about the couple products I'd use in the beginning, but I will definitely put it in the description box below. So take my concealer, I go under my eye, and I like to make a little triangle. Go down the bridge of my nose and on my mustache. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We're gonna take a little break because I do not have the sponge that I want to use. Okay, so I'm back and I'm better. So I just have my Real Technique sponge. It's a bit dirty because of course I used it and I'm dark skinned, but Real Technique sponge is a great sponge. It cleans easy, love it, like $5 at Walmart. So you see it's kind of melting into my face already. So I'm just gonna take the sponge, and I like to like squeeze it like such so you can tell this is the only part of the Real Technique sponge that I use. And I like to just blend it out, just pressing it in your skin. I like to look up because I want to make sure my waterline, everything is concealed, because that's, you know, that's a part of your bag. So you don't want to look like everything's highlighted except, you know, that waterline portion. So I really blended it out, and I make sure I don't blend it out too far because, of course, you know, that's not the part of my cheek that needs to, like my cheek part ends here, my bone's right here, so it don't need to be all the way down here. Believe it, I've seen it before, so just be wary of it. So that's one side done. It looks pretty good. So I'm gonna do the next side. And just continuing to blend. And on the side of the nose, because I wear glasses, so I do have scars. So that just helps, you know, cover that up. So now I'm just going right back again. I like to do everything twice, as you can see. Blend my foundation twice, blend my concealer twice. That just makes sure that everything, just double check that everything is blend. Like, I just don't, I want my makeup to look good, and if you want your makeup to look good, things need to be blended. So concealer is applied, so this is what my face like just with the concealer. Now let's go in with the same brush that I used to blend my foundation to go right under where I applied the highlight, just to make sure there is no line of demarcation, because we want this to look good. If you want it to look good, it's a lot of like backup steps you need to do to get through this. And you will see it won't take that much time because the video wasn't that long. The video will not be that long, I would say. So now since I'm all the way blended out, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty powder, Pro Filter setting powder in the shade Honey. Also, like I say, I never buy full-size products at Sephora because they tax. So I got this for $18 at Sephora. It's the travel size, and it works better for me because, you know, everybody who know me know I have baby hands. And then, like, when I'm on the go, I could just drop this in my purse rather than this big old thing, like, I could not take on a plane and things of that nature. So I put the little puff, put my little fingers in the puff, and I like to just put a little bit all over my face first because it's a lot on the sponge. And then, like, now I go back and really make sure everything is, like, pressed in the skin. So I, like, press just to make sure the powder is like going to melt in my skin. Okay, so that is it. And I sort of kind of bake. I don't full blown bake, but this powder is so good I could bake and I will not look dead, which is a really great thing. That's why I love it. It's a nice warm banana powder for dark skin people. So yeah. So normally when I would do this, like I would do my eye makeup if I'm not doing anything too fancy, extravagant, or colorful. But I'm not really feeling the eye. Like, typically I don't do a lot of eyeshadow, especially when I'm doing like a neutral look like this. It's very natural, so I don't tend to do a lot of extra. Especially like this is like my school makeup for the most part, so I'm not gonna be wearing eyeshadow to school every day. So this is really where I would stop at, you know. I'll just wait. But now I'll just go ahead and start the contouring portion of this video. So I got this stick from Sephora. It was like $11. It's kind of a dupe of the Fenty Beauty stick, but I just like this. And you can also use like a dark brown lipstick to also contour, but I like to go in the cheek part. So you see I just these little lines. I don't like to go too deep. And then I put a little bit on my forehead. My forehead's not that big, so I don't want to make it any smaller, so I want to like I have a forehead, so I just a bit. And then I'm gonna go in with my contour brush and just make sure that it's blended while I am baking. So you see, that's what it looks like brushed down. So disperse the product with the brush. And I also make sure that, you know, I kind of blend into my edges because no line of demarcation. The point of makeup is for it to enhance your beauty, not for you to be looking crazy when your makeup is not blended and people can tell that you have on makeup. Alright, so I am done with the little contouring portion. So I just used one of my fluffy brushes to dust off this powder. All the excess powder is going bye-bye. Okay, so all the excess powder is gone. But now I need to go in with that same brush and that same contour stick for my nose. And I really do a little bit because I don't really have problems with my nose. And I just go kind of up there and then I go all the way up to like the beginning of my eyebrow just to kind of give my face a little bit more definition. So I don't really go hard on the nose contouring because I really don't have a problem with it. It just helps everything look, I don't know, more sculpted. But I don't need to make my nose look European because I love being black, okay? Period. So, that's pretty much done. So at this point, I would get my James Charles palette and I will use probably this shade right here, and I would use it, you know, as like a bronzer blush type deal. I have not gotten the Fenty Beauty one, but yeah. So just using a little bit, and don't use too. If you're gonna use like an eyeshadow to do this type of portion, which I do because, you know, a lot of things are multi-use. You know, I use this for my eyes and I use this for my face. But yeah, a lot of things are multi-use. So when you're using eyeshadow palette, especially this one, it's super pigmented. So be very light with the amount that you're putting on your brush, because if you'll get too much, you'll look like a clown. So I put a little bit of that on. Make, you know, it just warms up the face and bring it all together. So with that being said, I just get my True Contour palette and I'll use the Sculpt shade right here. I lost this in the bathroom where I did my makeup, so RIP. So I'm just gonna get that, and I just use this all over my face to bring everything together. Okay. Alrighty. So this is basically the entire face routine. I'll go back in with my Mario Badescu spray. Spray my face. So the face is looking good, and at that point I will go in and highlight my face. I like to use my BH Cosmetics palette, the Carly Bible. The eyeshadow palettes are not made for black people. I realized that at a later date, but these highlighters are very pigmented, so I love using them. So I'm gonna use this white gold shade. That how it gives me like more, you know, popping highlight. This one's a little too close, so like if I was going to like a professional event, I would probably use one of these, but this one right here is perfect for, you know, giving me a little, you know, more noticeability with the highlighter. So I just put it on my nose, the other cheek. I'm gonna go a little on my lip, just a bit, and that's pretty much it. So at this point, my face is done. Typically at that point, all I have to do is my mascara and my lips. So a good cheap mascara that I use that gives me a lot of length, I use the Wet n Wild Mega Length. It's like $2 or $1, really cheap, and this is what I use. So I'm going to go ahead and do these lashes, because in all honesty, I know everybody is into lashes right now. Like, people wear them every single day, but honestly most days, like, I don't. I only wear like it on my birthdays, because I don't know, I just don't feel like doing the extra effort. And I like my real lashes, they have, you know, a good amount of length, and I messed up, as you can see, so I just kind of wipe it off. But yeah, I have a lot of lashes, and I moisturize them, and they grow pretty long, so I don't necessarily need to use Flossies every day. But if I want a little extra, of course I will. So So I'm looking down at my bathroom mirror and my little vanity mirror to just double check, because what looks good in my vanity mirror does not look good in my bathroom mirror. So I gotta find like the happy medium, and just double checking that I'm not getting too much mascara on my eyelids. So I'm gonna let that dry a bit while I go ahead and put my lippy on. So I will be using the Fenty Beauty lip paint in the shade Unveil. It's a nice brown color, and I've seen it look good on my white friends, my Hispanic friends, my black friend, my even darker skin friends, my light skin friends. It's a really good brown. So I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lips with this 99-cent brown black pencil I got from the beauty supply store. Okay. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply the lip. Now this is a really watery lip, so I always get some on my teeth. So see, I just like to fill in all the gaps. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Just letting it dry just a bit more before I go back in for a second round with the mascara. So just going back in, making sure everything is all taken care of. take out the hair tie. So the look is complete. I hope you really enjoyed this. I think it came out really good, and you could see how quick and simple this look is. Just a final disclaimer, you don't need the products that I use to get this look. Like, it's really simple. You can get something from Walmart, the dollar store, whatever works for you, and you can get these same looks. It's really all about the technique that you use when you apply the makeup. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on all my socials. It'll be all in the description box. And repost, okay? Let all your friends know that Lil J is on the YouTube. So, thank you for watching. If you made it that far, you my brother, you my slime. That's on period.